Morning, all ye folks. It's me again, the enlightened one. Oh, blimey. Yeah, I was quite surprised at the response I got, he said, looking away from the camera. Richard I hadn't heard of for, well, I hadn't heard from a long time ago. He paid me some good compliments because I've altered the way I am on here since I last saw him. Or he saw me rather. It's alright. I've had all my stuff, but I'm still sort of like not wide awake. You can tell from me, as it's me here. Yeah, so anyway, as I said, I was surprised at the response I got. From Sue, Bry, Lucky, Janet, yeah, got a nice one from Janet as well. I got actually 2 responses from my mate in Alabama in America, Richard. Mess about one, his name is, his handle is, kind of made me CB days there. Yeah, I've called out of an own Richard on here. He's not long after YouTube started. It's about 10, 11 years, I suppose, something like 8, 9, 10, something like that. And yeah, he's I think he's about a year older than me. Sorry about that, Richard. A very clever man. I won't get too into much. It's for his job, but he still works. I think last time I think he only worked 2 days a week. He designs certain things that you would have heard of sort of in the news, but I ain't gonna say what like he might not want people to know. I don't know. So it's very nice to hear from Richard. I had sent you a few emails, Richard, over the months and that since you've been on. I don't know whether they got through or not. The last one you made, you just got that what they call those cameras, something O in it. Oh, I can't remember. And you had it on an extension stick. And you walked around Scottsboro, where you actually live in Alabama, showing us all around the town. And talk about fit of me, blimmin' dead me, mate. Yeah, so I was really surprised at the response of people, As I thought, my attitude as well, don't like me, turn me off, No sense in going in here telling a load of old porky pies. I mean, what's the point? I don't really care what people know about me. You'll roughly know the area I live in. I mean, there's a thing, what was it called? My Life or something. Well, I was looking for people I hadn't seen for ages. Oh Christ, I'm getting on 30, 40 years. And I looked them up and I've got the names have come through of the people, and I've narrowed it down to who it could be. Well, I've tried the actual addresses and all the rest of it there on here, but to no avail. They might have passed away because one of them he'd be mid-70s now, probably. He was a few years older than me. Still a young man when I saw him. But that's what it's called, Find My Past or something like that. Anyway, all of a sudden, I get an email or something that they're out of business. But I'm still getting emails from them, which don't make sense. And it keeps saying there's so many people have looked at your details, so and so on. I thought, well, wasn't that the idea? That they were going to contact me to know who the hell they're going to contact. Ridiculous thing. I'm still getting emails now, but that was the idea. Weirdos. So, yes, I'm still getting other people. I had a couple of trolls the other day. I told them, never mind, they'll be alright when they grow up and go back to mummy. That pisses them off because, in one video, I think if they insulted you in the street like that, you'd probably stick one on them. But on here, it's just stupid because I know it's just what we used to call hiding behind the mic on CB days. Then I think I said in several videos ago, you get one saying, "Oh, I'm a big macho man. I'm going to do this. I'm going to tear you to pieces," and all that. And you saw him as a little flaming kid about 15, about 8 stone, like, you know, trying to be the big man. He just laughed, walked away. It's stupid. Well, it's that sort of thing with trolls. I hide behind the video to comment. I don't know whether these people ever actually make videos themselves. I think one did. And I went on to his site. Well, he was about 15 or 16. And it was a white kid trying to do, you know, the way some black kids talk. They're trying to do all that, you know. I don't know if he's I couldn't even tell his name now. He was just a silly little boy. So I wouldn't have punched him in the mouth if I'd have seen him. I'd have just laughed at him and walked away if I could punch anyone in the mouth now. In that mouth? Yeah, that's not me anymore anyway. So, yeah, and I said to Richard, yeah, I should hope to continue as I am now. With the attitude, I mean, it's, I don't know, it's like having the best thing in the world you wanted, you don't let it go. You know, it becomes your way of life. Like, I'm quite a comedian, really. That started because in them days, there was only me and another kid in the whole school that was fat now. It's the other way around, I should think. And because you was getting called names, you started, just at early school, that's when I started fighting as well. And becoming sort of like a comedian, you get the first one in, you know. Because I was never the class comedian, I was such a timid kid. So, I'm sort of like, I mean, it make me laugh, make the other half laugh, you know, hysterical. I mean, you've seen her on here. When us two get together, it's like a double act. Sue likes that as well, the old double act, you know, they just bounce off of each other, you know. But I used to have to, when I was out there, make other people laugh, and I don't anymore. Somebody say, like, mate, like a checkout girl, say Asda's or whatever, and they might say something, and I'll quip a sort of a joke, you know, off the cuff. I couldn't tell jokes, I've never let it tell jokes. It's off the cuff. I mean, like an old comedian called Ted Ray, you know, just anything you say to me, I'll turn it round. But I don't know, it hasn't come with his so-called enlightenment. I'm fed up with it anyway. Most of the fellas down the gym, they laugh and joke. Although I've been there about 3 years now, they're, what can I say, they're all a little bit older than me, you know, mid-70s. The youngest is 63. No, the youngest is 49. But you don't sit with us crowd, you've got more sense. There's a little cafe when you go down before you get into the gym. We meet there when we go there and have a laugh and joke. But I let them do most of the laughing and joking because that's their thing. It's like when I used to get start a new job, and I always had a little rule: was wait until you're brought into conversations and the rest of it. Not being told how you do the job, but sort of in the canteen or wherever you used to meet. I've never been to sort of dive in because I've seen it happen with other blokes and they think, bleeding hell, I asked him, don't know him from Adam. And always wait till I got brought in. Well, that's what I was like down the gym, you know. I tell a few jokes now and again. They laugh at me and I can't flaming tell jokes. And some of the car mechanics, builders, well, I don't know nothing about that. Although I started in a sort of a garage, repairing radiators and making number plates, but not the same thing as taking an engine apart. So I sort of learn off them, but it don't matter really. I'm not going to go out and suddenly be a builder. Mine was a different one, like, you know, and they all take the mickey out with me. They all drive, I don't. And I'll get the old mobility scooter. It goes 4 miles an hour. You can twink it up. There's no, I said, point on the pavement. If you want to do that, get a car. And when I first went there, one of the blokes said, so and so, and was laughing. He said, yeah. He said, but you only drive. He said, you only go 4 miles an hour. I said, 4.5, Peter, get it right. And it went down a storm. That's the way I said it, I suppose. So I cut him. And sort of like broke the ice a bit, you know. But I get on with them fine. Great blokes they are down here. But, they know I make sort of blogs and that on here, or vlogs, whatever you want to call them, but they're not in that. I mean, one of my friends there, Pat, he's a bloke, by the way. He's got Windows 10, got a couple of computers, and he moved house, and he's got one room to himself now, away from the wife, and he's got 4 speakers round and all the rest of it. But it's his son? I think it's his son. He's a whiz kid with computers, and he sorts out any problems and that. But all the others, they hardly know how to turn a computer on. You know, I wouldn't have, except that I bought one, as I said, years ago for the boy. It was the one before the Spectrum, called the ZX81. And I had no interest until I read a few chapters and printed it out because my son or whatever it was, and I was hooked. So I've been on. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had a computer now. I'd have probably said, no, I don't have a flipping computer, like, you know, what I would have missed out on, eh? So there you go. So I might wrap it up now. I've got a coffee here, in case I do start coughing. Coffee for a cough. There's a connection there, folks. Yeah, so I've wrapped it all on enough, I suppose. 11 minutes of absolute crap. So I hope everybody's alright. Have I just seen one of Bry? What a memory. I don't know when he uploaded. Yeah, I did see another one of Bry when he's putting all those pictures out. Some upside down, and I left a comment and saying what I thought he meant by it and represented it. I don't know, he's probably come back from a bimble there. You know, I don't know really. He's had atrocious weather. I think he's been sleeping alright, but you know what it's like in a van or caravan or anything like when the rain comes out. He calls them angel drums, doesn't he? The drops of rain, like, you know, I love the things he comes out in. Wanky moon face, all that lot. He did explain why he don't like Cameron. Well, in fact, that's probably true then, but God, I mean, no wonder. Anyway, I'm off now.
So, here I go. Fly away. I don't know why I'm doing this soppy voice myself, so I'll change it to that. No, I won't. I'll change it back again.
Right, I'll see you later. So it's a goodbye to all and everybody that I know and don't know. Everybody I know and don't know. Sort of makes sense, but then to my brain it would. So, well, I was going to say, sometimes there's about a double act on here. Right, see you later, folks. Bye for now.